Hi guys, it's Mrs. Milson. Okay, we're going to do a quick little intro to the basics of 2D arrays, two-dimensional arrays. Okay, we're going to create them just like we create any object. Okay, we're going to say the type. We'll do a string, and for 2D arrays, we got to do two sets of those brackets. Okay, and we'll give it a name. I don't know, names. N equals new string 2D array. Okay, what we need to do is we need to specify how big this 2D array is. Okay, so this will be kind of our our rows and columns, because what a 2D array is, it's just an array of arrays. So this tells you how many arrays are going to be held, and this one tells you how many elements are in each one of those arrays that are being held. Okay, so it's sort of like rows by columns. So let's do 2 by 5. Okay, so this will hold 10 elements. Okay, let's do an int one. We'll call this grades. Okay, equals new int 2D array. And I don't know, let's do 10 by 3. Okay, so that would, oops, that would be 30 elements. Okay. Now, how we populate those, okay, I don't have anything in these right now. Let me compile, make sure I don't get any errors. Okay, just not being read. How I would populate these is I simply say the name of the object and identify which row and which column to put the entry in. So I would do names. Let's see. The upper leftmost space is the 0, 0. Okay, so that is the first row with the index 0 and the first element of that row, which is also index 0. Okay, so I would put something in it. Okay, and I can skip around. I can do whatever, however order I wanted. Okay, let's say we want to go down. Let's say we only have 2 rows. So how about index the next row down, and how about like the third one over? So 0, 1, 2. Okay, so we'll put, there we go. Okay, so we just can populate any cell, I guess, of our 2D array by specifying which row index and which column index. So again, rows go like this and columns go like this. Okay, now another way to create and populate a 2D array all at one time is to populate it all at one time. So we'll do a double, oops, we'll call this prices. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to populate it all at one time. So in brackets, I'm going to do a whole mess of brackets here. I'm going to set each, I guess, each horizontal array. Okay, so in its own set of brackets, I will put in some prices. So 8.25 and 6.25. Okay, so that is my first row. Okay, so I already know I only have 2 columns. Okay, so I'll do comma. I'm just going to space this so it looks like a matrix. Okay. Oh, good heavens. Sorry, guys. Over here. Oh, move that over. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so I'll put in a couple more prices. Let's see, 14.65, 11.18. Okay. You know what? Let me just type them all in and then I'll move them over. So now I have 2 rows and 2 columns. Let's see, 750, 15.25. Close it. 3, oops. 3 rows, 2 columns. And then we'll do the last one. Let's see, 10.75, or I said 10, but I typed 19. So there you go. And then 350. Okay, move these over. I always like to just line them up, make them look like a matrix, you know? Make them look like they're in rows and columns. Okay, so then I will just close that one. Oh, good heavens. Fighting with my indent. Okay, so this is a way to create a 2D array and populate it at the same time. Let me get my semicolon. Okay, let me compile, make sure I don't have anything wrong. Oh, got an extra bracket. Okay. I can go ahead and change these. Okay, so if I wanted to change this 825, or let's change this 750, I would just come up here and I would say prices. Let's see. So 750, 0, 1, 2. It's the second index row. Okay. And then 0, it's the 0 index column. Okay. So if I did that, I would just simply change it to, I don't know, 1075. Okay. So that's how I can populate and modify. Okay. We'll talk about printing in the next video because we've got to do kind of a nested loop for that. All right, let's access this. Let's go ahead and print an individual item. Okay, we won't print the whole 2D array. So now, let's print this element. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste it if that's okay. Give myself a little uh, break from typing. Okay, so if I just grab the 2D array name and the elements index, row, and column, this should print 1075. Okay, let's do this. Let me copy and paste this. Let's print it before we changed it. Okay, so the first time it should print 750. And then after I change it, it should print 1075. Okay, so it was 750 before, now it's 1075. So let's access one of these names. I don't know. Let's see. I'll just print my name. Okay, so you don't have to use any method like get or anything like that. You can just simply type the array name and the row and index indicator, the row and column index indicator. Okay, there we go, Barb. What if I tried to print something that my names is pretty big. It's 2 by 5, and I only have a couple things in there. What if I tried to print something that I haven't filled in? Okay, let's see what's going to happen there. So I have Barb at 0, 0, but I don't have anything at 0, 1. So what happens if we print 0, 1? Okay, because that space exists in the array. There's just nothing in it, so it's null at this point. Okay, so if I want, I could come in here and add something to it. We'll set that equal to Steph. Now when I go and print it, I'm going to copy and paste it. Now it's Steph is being housed in there, or a reference to Steph is being housed in there. So now I should be able to see Steph. So first it didn't see anything. Then when I added Steph and I printed it, it prints it out. Okay. Okay. I think those are my basics. I didn't really add anything to grades, but I guess we could add a few things to grades and print them if we wanted to. But anyway, it's the same concept. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time.